Performance testing life cycle. So means we are doing for the start the testing means we want to follow the some uh, process or life cycle means that is the performance testing life cycle. Otherwise, if anyone asks for the what is their roles and responsibility, also you need to give for the these 10 answers. Maybe which process you are following for the current organization for performance testing point of view. If anyone asks means you need to give for the these 10 actions. Like what is that? First one will be POC. POC nothing but proof of concept, and second will be non-functional requirements gathering, and third one will be test plan and workload model and test data preparation, and fifth one will be script recording and enhancements, and design the scenario and test execution and result analysis and reporting recommendation, and final will be risk and mitigation. So using this 10 using for the we have to start our performance testing. So going to yesterday only we discussed, so scripting to here will be we need to go with the what are the components we have, we need to follow those, and we need to complete for the up to 5 to 10 scripts. Going to here to like first to 4 steps. So for what will happen means, say if it is a new project, because that is a very new project, which tool we need to use we don't know, and which protocol we need to use we don't know, and we don't know anything for application point of view. That is why what you need to do means you need to prepare for the one proof of concept. Like what we can do, what is the proof of concept? Nothing but we should understand the application architecture, and we should understand the business flow of the application. Business flow means what is the business flow? For example, flight booking application will be there. Flight booking is a one business flow. In that flight booking only we have the some itinerary, means to cancel the ticket also we have the one more scenario, right? So means you need to understand the business flow of the application and which tool we supposed to use, like it's load runner or Neoload or JMeter, and which tool we supposed to use and which tool is supposed to buy, and which protocol we can use. Maybe it is a web protocol, means we can use for the web protocol, or if it is not web protocol, we can use for the non-web protocol. So we should be understand for this all details first. So once you can understand the business flow and architecture and which tool is supposed to use and which protocol you can, so we've confirmed, yeah, actually we are using for the load runner tool and protocol will be web protocol. Then what we need to do, we need to record the simple business scenario. One scenario we need to record the using for the virtual user generator. We can record the script, and after that we need to execute for the minimal users like 5 to 10 users and report to the client. So client should understand the, okay, he executed for the load runner tool and he got for the, these are the response time of these transactions. So in using this tool, we are getting for the results will be good. Then you can start your performance testing. Then you can start for the performance testing. So that is point of view we need to do for the proof of concept. Everyone is clear?
Yes.
So now next will be non-functional requirements gathering. See, we need to some requirements we need to gather. So we want to do for the performance testing means we need for the some requirements. So for example, we need to make the car. We need to make the car means what are the things we need? Hello? We want to make the car, like we want to make the car. So to make the car means what are things we need requirements? We need for the steering and tires and body and iron and gearbox. So these all will be our requirements, right? To make the car means these all will be our requirements. Same way, we need to start our performance testing means we want for the some requirements will be need. So that is the non-functional requirements. So we need to gather from the client so some non-functional requirement. What is that means? Critical business transactions. Critical business transactions nothing but see which pages are mostly accessing the users for application. So those are we can call it as a critical business transaction. For example, you can observe Facebook, launch, login, and upload video, download video, and after that upload image and download image are posted. Everyone is doing means number of users will be do that one. Going to the comment and like it will be everyone will do. So that will be not a critical business transaction because that will be not a much load will happen for during the test. So that is why we can't consider as a like and comment is our critical business transactions. So what are the most number of users accessing for that application? Those transactions we can call it as a critical business transaction. And after that, average response time. Like we need to ask for the client. So each and every transaction, what is the average response time? Like what is our SLA? So we need to ask for the SLA. And after that, go to the peak hours and off peak hours. So peak hours, nothing but, see, for example, banking application will be there. So you can observe, see, every Monday will be Monday to Tuesday or Wednesday, number of people is coming to the bank and they're doing for their transactions. Maybe they will withdraw, someone will be like transfer to the funds, or someone will be checkbook request, some different firms come. But you can observe Monday to Wednesday only we are getting for the number of users will be coming. So those hours we can call it as the peak hours. And after that you can assume Friday and after Saturday. So what will happen? Less number of users only is coming to the customers will coming to the bank, because so the day will be very load will be more less. So those hours we can call it as peak hours. So going to the one more example, we are all using for the Facebook application, right? So in Facebook application, you can observe in morning hours like 6 to 10 or 11, 12 up to 3, you can observe very less load will happen Facebook. So you can observe after 5, it will be load will be more, because everyone will be free. Like someone is coming from the office, someone is coming from the school, college, and everyone will be logging to the Facebook application. They're doing for their transactions. So means what will happen? So what is the load will be more? Those hours we can call it as the peak hours. And what is the load will be less? We can call it as the off peak hours. Got it, everyone? So we need to ask for the client. Okay, what is the your application peak hours and off peak hours? So got it, everyone? And apart from this, we need to ask for the client. Which pages are mostly accessing the users? Like say, for example, in Facebook application only will be there. So after login to the everyone, right, what we need to do? We want to watch the videos, or otherwise, mostly we can doing for the upload video or download a video, or we can charting. So this will be mostly users will be accessing, right? So these, in your application point of view, what are the most pages so users will be accessing application? We need to ask for the client. And apart from this, we need to ask for the like OS level threshold statistics, like CPU memory utilization. So what is the your application CPU memory utilization? We need to ask for the these all details from the client. So we need to ask for the whom? For non-functional requirements, client. So what are the non-functional requirements?
Critical business.
Critical business transactions,
Average response
average
time.
response time,
Peak hours.
Off peak hours.
off peak hours. Which pages are mostly accessed by
Mostly
users? And apart from this, we have OS level threshold statistics like CPU and memory. So these are all things we need to gather from the whom? Client.
client.
So, okay, good. See, client, he know everything and is already, this is the existing project. He will provide this all details. So going to the, what will happen means, this is the very brand new project. Means client also don't know what are the non-functional requirements, he don't know. Then they given to us, okay, you can start your performance testing. So you want actually client also don't know for the non-functional requirements. You only gather from the non-functional requirements. Then what is our approach means? We need to follow the 3 cases. One is for the client doesn't know application and application production. And one more is the client doesn't know application and application is not in production. And third one will be client doesn't know application and application not in production and no competitor. So using these 3 cases, we need to find out our non-functional requirement. Going to the first one, what is the first one?
Client doesn't know the application production.
Yeah, good. So production means what? What you guys were thinking? So application is production means, See,
Application is meant to live.
yes, it's a live. See, application is production means it is application is live. So it is already application is live is going. So you need to gather for the non-functional requirements. How to we can gather the non-functional requirement means using for the site analytical tool or Splunk tool, or otherwise we need to take for the production logs. So already application using means we'll get for the some logs, right? We need take for the production logs and historical data of the last 1 year and the historical data of the last 6 months and 2 months. And this data we need to gather and we need to get from the non-functional requirements, like which pages are mostly accessing the users and what is the CBT, critical business transactions, and each and every transaction, what is the response time and what is the our peak hours, off peak hours, we need to gather from the, this is the first point. It's clear? So going to the second point. Now, this application not in production means this time is a application also not in live. So what we need to do, then what is our approach to find out the non-functional requirements like? So we can using for the internet traffic monitoring utility Alexa.com will be there, like as a commutator. So commutator nothing but, for example, our project will be ICICI Bank, but we know for the some already some bank will be there. Means some X bank, anything, HDFC or SBI, already some bank will be there. So ICICI Bank commutator will be some X bank. So what are the transactions we are banking to banking same or right? Transactions will be same only. So using that commutator, we need to gather from the our non-functional requirements, like CBT, every response time, peak hours. Like using that application, we need to find for the non-functional requirements. It's clear? Second one.
Yes.
So going to the third one. See, interview point of view, very important. These questions, definitely they will ask for the interview point of view. So that is why I'm explaining. See, client doesn't know application and application not in production and no commutator. Means this time we don't have any commutator. Commutator nothing but actually our project will be ICICI Bank, but we don't have any banking project for commutator. So then what we need to do, we need to directly get from the details from the non-functional requirements. Like we need to directly ask for the customer, like directly how many number of users is coming. Okay, they told as a total is a 1 lakh users is coming from the daily directly coming. For this 1 lakh, we need to ask for the customer. For this 1 lakh, how many users are online registered users? For this 1 lakh users, the 10% of the users will be online registered. So 1 lakh is the 10% means how much? 10,000, right?
Yes.
See, means 10,000 users will be online registered users. Then again, we need to ask in the 10,000 users, how many users are regular users? So in 10,000 is the 10% of the users will be regular users. Then regular users count will be how much? 10,000 is the 10% means 1,000, right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
1,000 users. So in that,
Here,
sorry.
Kiran, here directly asking to the customer in the sense I didn't get that.
No, see, for
Here
example,
client,
some bank will be there. I told, right, ICICI Bank will be there. So
the
we
third
need to
point,
ask for
there
the
is no
direct to
competitor.
the customer, nothing but one of client. We need to ask for the client only.
But client doesn't know the application.
Yeah. See, it's a customer, nothing but see, for example, some ICICI Bank will be there. Some founder will be there. Okay. So he know for the like how many, we are not asking for the what are the application transactions, these things we are not asking. So only we are asking for the, we are converting for the their traditional business to online business. Like we are asking for the how many users are directly coming. Means directly coming and doing further their transactions. And after that, how many users are registered users, online register, like their app or their application, how many are registered. So after that one, what we need to asking, we are asking for the how many regular users for this. And after that, how many daily users. So based on that, we need to gather from non-functional requirements in the, okay, got it everyone?
Okay.
So this is the non-functional requirement story for these 3 points. And going to the next will be, see our done for the POC completed, non-functional requirement is completed, and we gather all non-functional requirements, maybe client provided or maybe using the 3 cases we find it. Then what is the next? We need to start our testing. So you need to start your testing means you need to prepare for the one test plan. So test plan nothing but we want to prepare the like test plan contains what is the objective, means what is the your objective, what is the your scope, and what is the your entry criteria, and what kind of testings you need to do, what are the scenarios you are testing, what is the hardware configuration details, and what kind of testings you are performing, and as to what is the test deliverable times, and means you are preparing for the one plan of document. So that is the test plan. Like entry criteria nothing but all prerequisites are satisfied or not, like so application is working fine or not, and after that tool is which tool we are using and which protocol we are using. So these all will be prerequisites. So that is the entry criteria. So next it will be exit criteria nothing but we are meeting for the derived statistics or not, we need to check. So derived statistics nothing but what is the derived statistics? For example, your execution is completed. So we want to align the results, like we are meeting for our SLA or not, we need check. So that is the entry criteria. It's clear test plan everyone? So next will be workload model. So this is also one of the document workload model. Before start the test execution or scripting, we want to prepare one workload model. So how we need to prepare the workload model means, see, I will explain for document wise. See, so we are preparing for the workload model document. So how we need to prepare the means, like what is the serial number we need to give for the serial number, and scenarios, and after that scenario is completed, steps, user load, and think time, and pacing. So this all we need to prepare the document. Go to the serial number 1. See, for example, flight booking application only will be there. So what is that application name? You need to give for the application name. In that web tour, we are doing for the flight booking FB. Okay. So what are the steps we are performing? Launch. I'm writing launch, and after that second step, what we can do? Login. And after that,
click on flight.
Click on flight. And
Find flight.
Find flight.
Find payment details.
And fifth step will be payment details. And
Sign up.
Will be sign up. This is the one scenario, flight booking. Okay. See, for example, this is the one scenario, and second scenario is there. What is the second scenario means? Cancel ticket. Cancel ticket. So same transactions, this will be same, going to here, and third will be We are clicking for the flights, right? We need to click on for the itinerary is there. Itinerary nothing but we need to cancel the ticket itinerary. And after that, we need to select the which flight you want to delete. Select flight. And after that, click on confirm button. And after that, sixth step will be sign out. So for just okay, now for this user point of view, you are doing for the user load, we are doing for the some user load. So user load nothing but how many users we are doing the test. For example, 100 user test. This is the, and going to the, this is for 50 user test. So after that, you need to give for the think time. Think time nothing but it's like action to action, or like transaction to transaction, some delay it will happen. See, for example, your launch is happen. After that, in launch, and after that you are click on the login button, right? Like you are entering for the username and password and click on login. So some delay is happening, sir, right? So what is the think time is? It's a delay between the action to action. We can call it as a think time. So for example, think time will be 5 seconds for the every transaction. And pacing. So pacing nothing but is like delay between the iteration. Iteration nothing but you can observe. See, this entire flow is completed. So one iteration. Again, second iteration is starting, means again it is starting for the launch. Again login. Again is doing. Means it's a delay between the iteration to iteration. We can call it as a pacing. Everyone got it? So pacing nothing but it's a delay between the iteration to iteration. Means iteration means what is the iteration? One complete business flow. We can call it as a one iteration. And second time it is executing for the second iteration, means some delay between the iteration to iteration. We can call it as a pacing. So pacing will be, we are giving for the some 10 seconds for the this scenario. Okay. And you can observe here also we need to give for the 5 seconds will be think time. Okay. And after that, you are giving for the, this is also you are giving for the some pacing for here also, some 15 seconds. So means you need to prepare the data like this. And what kind of testings you are doing, load test or endurance test or stress test, like nothing but we have the different kind of testings will be there. We'll discuss that will be in our execution time. So now you can observe. So this is the workload model profile line. So then what will happen? You are directly go to the, like in execution point of controller. Okay, flight booking scenario. You are directly using for the how many users you need to test? 100 users test. So means this will be, you can prepare means, okay, no need to ask for the anyone during the test. Okay, we need to do for the load test. This is the 100 users. This is the 50 user test. And this is the pacing calculation. We know. Then you need to start your execution. So that is why we need to prepare for the workload model document. Everyone clear this?
Yes.
Thank you. So next will be test data preparation. So test data. See, test data nothing but see, for example, in flight booking application, we are logging to the application, like you are entering username, password. Like I'm entering for the Jojo and Bean, I'm entering. So that is the test data. What is the you are entering? See, for example, your testing point of view, how many users you want test here? How many
100.
users? 100 users loaded. Means you need for the 100 username and password, right?
Yes.
Realistic environment, what will happen? For example, we have the Facebook application for everyone. See, using my credentials, I will log in. Using Shravanti credentials, Shravanti login. And using Satish or Suresh credential, he will log in. So means each user will be, credentials will be different or not. So means you, how many user load you are doing, that much of user load you want for the some test data. So the test data we can call it as a like username, password, first name, last name, address one. This all we need to prepare the data based on for the workload model. Got it, everyone? Test data. It's clear, everyone?
Yes. Yes.
So next to fifth point, scripting and recording enhancements, where we can do using for the vision. Like we have the already know the business flow, like what are the critical business transactions, and in workload model already we mentioned what are the scenarios we need to scripting. So those scenarios you need to record the script, and after that do the enhancements. Enhancements we can discuss. Okay. After that we want to design the scenario like 100 user test. How to we can design a scenario. After design is completed, you want to execute the test. And after execution is completed, you want to analyze the results using for the analysis. And after that, you want to prepare the report and what are the any recommendations will be there. You need to give for the recommendations. Maybe you are facing any risk and mitigations. So we need to. So this is the end-to-end performance testing. It's clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubts? Sravanti, Lata, any doubts for regarding for PT life cycle?
No.
So we are almost we are finished for this descriptions and this interview point of questions. Tomorrow onwards will be we are going to the record the script, and after that script is completed, we need to start for the scripting enhancements. So scripting enhancements nothing but, for example, I told test data 100 user data. So where we need to keep that 100 user data? So that is the one of the scripting enhancement. That is the parameterization. We can call it as a. So what is the parameterization? Nothing but what are the values you are entering through keyboard? Those values you should do parameterization. So for example, you can go to the application and you can enter for the our URL. You can observe after launch, you are entering for the username and password. So these values you are entering through keyboard or not?
Yes.
So means
Yes.
logo bin you need to do for the parameterization. And after that, click on file. And after that, here you are selecting or you are entering.
Selected.
Selecting means you are not do for the parameterization. See here you can observe, we can here enter date if you want means you can change the date. And here also we can change the date. So if you want changing the date means what we can do? We can do
Enter.
parameterization. And number of users also you are able to change it. So you are changing means you can do for the parameterization. And after that you can observe seating preferences, type of seat will be there. So you need to select this one. So means we are not do for the parameterization. And come to here. Here also we are selecting the flight. Means you don't need to do the parameterization. And after that, first name, last name, street address, and city, and passenger name, credit card. This all details you are entering. Means this all we are need to do parameterization. See after the sign up. So for now in this application, we know for the test data like username, password, and date, departure date and return date, and passenger name, first name, last name, credit card, and expiry date. Got it, everyone? So we'll discuss for tomorrow class this. Thank you for joining, everyone. We'll meet for tomorrow and we'll continue our class. Maybe tomorrow anyone have any concerns for class? Maybe tomorrow is Rocky, right? Tomorrow or day after tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow, sir.
Okay. Then no problem. Day after tomorrow means we'll continue for tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for joining, everyone. We'll meet tomorrow and everyone will be installed software and ready because tomorrow it will be scripting only. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Okay.